What's up, everybody? It's your boy TGK, and today we're here for episode 3 of the All Empathy Aside podcast. We got a special guest. We got DJ Scrappy in the building. We're gonna get in everything that he's got going on in the world of DJing. So without further ado, let's get this shit started. All right, bro, so we're here on All Empathy Aside. I don't know if you heard of this podcast, but it's getting somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to say I appreciate you jumping on this shit. It means a lot to me to have you on here to just talk and shoot the shit, bro. One of the things I did want to ask you was, like, what inspired you to, like, get into DJing? Like, what was, like, that one moment that really got you to want to become a DJ, bro?
Oh, man, it started off with my brother, my older brother. My parents, they would, leave me with him, and he would babysit me, and they would go out and go to work and stuff like that, and I was with him, and he was a DJ himself back in his younger days.
Oh, shit.
So he got back into it when I was about 12 years old, and then I went over there, and, me being the little brother, him being the big brother,
right.
He gave me the opportunity. I was always around him. I heard the music. I was always into music. I had the cassettes, Walkmans, I had to put batteries in there.
Right.
All that. It was crazy back in the day, but I just stayed with music. This was back then when CDs would be at where is it? Kmart. And then they would have the censored version.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that? They had censored CDs.
Yeah, that's when they started putting a parental
you had to be over 18 to get those.
The fucking the explicit version.
So back then, it was around that time. And then he just told me and said, "Hey, bro, come here, check it out." And I'd always be with him, and he had it in his back room, his setup and stuff. And he just told me, "Yo, go ahead, test it out."
Right.
The record was spinning. This was on vinyl, turntables. And I just went up there and I just put my hand on the record. It stopped. The sound of music.
Right.
So right there and then I was like, wow, I have total control of this song with my hand. It was just something that just sparked my interest. And ever since after that, it was just like, when I turned 13 for my birthday, I told my pops, this is what I want for my birthday.
Right.
He got it for me, and I was just under my brother's wing.
Damn.
That's
crazy,
dope. Right?
So we go way back, right? We go way back. What, elementary? We're back in elementary, right? Cuellar,
elementary,
right?
Yeah.
So we go way back.
Cuellar.
Cuellar. Did you go to you went to Comstock too, right? Or did you go somewhere else?
Seagoville,
shit.
But then I went to Spruce.
Then we would link back up in Spruce. Damn. So we go way back. So this is not like I just met Scrappy. It's not like he just met me. But I remember, I think it was me and Gerardo. But I went to your house one time. And or it must have been me and someone else, but I think it was me and Jordan. And so we go in your house and you had like the whole DJ setup. I was like, oh shit, can I fuck with this? Like, yeah, go ahead, scratch all you want. So I'm scratching like if I know what the fuck I'm doing. But I remember this was in high school and I remember that's when you were really starting to get into it. And when you had like the actual equipment, I was like, oh shit. So do you remember like the first time you had, I think it was a gig. I don't know, it was like or what was your first gig? Let's get into that.
My first gig had to have been from one of my cousins. They were having a house party.
Right.
And, she would always be around, and she just threw me the opportunity. She was like, yo, got a birthday party coming up at the house. You want to DJ for it? Right. I was like, hell yeah. I'll go do it. You know what I'm saying? I like DJing, and I was always practicing. I had an opportunity, and they were giving me an opportunity, so I took my turntables and records and speakers and amps.
Right.
Went over there, set everything up, and just started DJing.
Damn.
And they ended up liking it, and I started getting, more gigs out of that. Yeah. So it was, a start.
So how many years did you practice before you got your first gig? You say you started like at 13 when you started messing with it?
Yeah, so I'm going to say around about 15 or 16. I'm going to say 15.
Right, so around 2 years of practicing.
Yeah.
Damn. So imagine that shit, like you training for 2
years
and
stuff, like, hey, little boy right there. But I knew, I knew my music, I knew the sound, I knew the lighting. Like I was just knowledgeable, just being around, people that were into the business and
Right.
stuff like that.
Damn.
Being under my brother's wing
Right.
taught me a lot.
Damn. Shit, that's also dope for someone to be under someone's wing.
Hey, you got the
But
guidance.
right, but then you come in here with that new fresh approach of like, what's in at the moment, and then you're able to capture that at a younger age. Like you fucking professional expert at this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
So I don't know. And some of this, tell me if I'm wrong, but did you DJ the prom?
Yeah, I did.
You did, right? Okay.
Crazy, man.
So
I did the what else was it? Pep rallies.
Yeah.
I also did some other kind of tutoring events, swimming pool events that they had.
Damn.
That was all up in the school events.
Shout out Spruce to allowing you to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Spruce High School.
Right. Damn, that's dope. I mean, I remember the prom, and I do think you let me get on the mic one time, like towards the end. I don't know what the hell I said, but I do remember you let me get on the mic, and I mean, you look back at that shit like it was dope. You know, it's like this is before like social media took off and like you hosting our prom, bro. Like
had the Kodak camera.
Yeah, that shit was lit, bro. I do miss those moments. But so then we leave the prom, we get out of school. You're now with 97.9 The Beat. You've been DJing with them for quite some time. How many years you been with them?
Been with them for like 5 years.
Damn. And so this is before the 97.9 came around, there was a gap there, right? From high school to 97.9. What were you doing in that time span, growing your art and DJing?
I'm gonna say around between that time, I was DJing on a community radio station, and it was a KNON 89.3.
Okay.
I was on there because, like I said, I was under my brother's wing, and I was everywhere around him. He took me everywhere doing events. He was actually DJing on the radio station as well, 89.3. So I also got back on there at an earlier age. I want to say I was about 16. I was doing community radio. I was doing chopped and screwed music.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy, right? Doing chopped and screwed
Chopped
music.
and screwed, bro.
16 years old, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was cool, though. It was like an experience.
Right.
And doing that, I learned a little bit about radio, because it was all new to me from house parties and quinceañeras and weddings and so forth. Everything's different.
Right.
And that was totally different. So just getting the experience of doing that at a young age, it was just like, whoa. And then seeing the concerts and events and seeing the crowd of people DJing in front of them. And it was just like, man, you kind of kill off your nerves after a while.
Yeah, it starts becoming second nature. It's like,
man,
it's nothing.
So I did that, and then I stopped, took a break from it, and then I ended up going back on KNON at around the age of 18. And that was on Saturdays.
Okay.
And I went back on there. I was given an opportunity because I was doing DJ work for an artist named Rock.
Okay.
I was his DJ. This is a Hispanic artist. He had a song called J's on My Toes. He had, a buzz, and he still has a buzz, in the streets, underground. So I was just riding around at the time, he was like popular.
Right.
So I was DJing for him, doing shows. He had an interview on a Saturday show at KNON, and that's where I met Mixmaster J. And he had given me the opportunity right there and then, he's looking for somebody. And I was like, yo, I'll take the opportunity, just to benefit and help me get my name more out there.
Yeah.
And I was on Saturdays.
Damn.
From, I want to say it was 4 to 8 every Saturday. I can't win.
Damn.
Crazy.
I mean, and they're still going on.
Oh
so
yeah,
they're
much
still
love.
rocking and rolling.
It was man. It was an experience.
Right.
Taught me a lot.
Hell yeah.
Got me ready for everything.
Well, and then you transitioned to 97.9. How did that happen?
See how that happened was I was just in the Definition DJs, which is a coalition group, and I had one of my good friends, two of my good friends in there. His name was DJ Little E and DJ Q. They were just, like, yo, it's an opportunity. We're looking for a mixer on the radio station, come apply. We're going to put you in there. We're going to give the word, fill out the application, so forth, so forth. They brought me to the people. I went up there. I did the interview, sent in like 5 or 6 demos. Yeah, it was
Demos.
a process. It took about a year.
Fuck, damn.
Yeah, it took about a year, man.
God.
It's just the process of
Right.
radio. It isn't just, oh, okay, come on.
Right.
We're going to sign you, it's just a process. And then that's when going to the radio station, I was, given the opportunity, and those two were helping me out, DJ Q and DJ Little E, which Little E was on the radio station. They both were on there at the time. And then that's when I met Big Bink. And then that's when he helped me get through there. And when they finally gave me the call, I was like, yo, come on.
Damn.
Fixing to train you.
Right.
I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I said, let's go.
Yeah.
So
there's training for DJing on the radio then, right? I'm pretty sure there's some kind of
it's just
design or format the DJ
it's
on the
just,
radio.
how can I put it? It's just something you kind of have to be like, yo, in your mentality is a lot of people listening.
Hell yeah.
So you got to know that you have to just have that clear mind frame of just keep it calm, doing what you have to do, go in there, rock it.
Right. Damn. I bet you were nervous the first time.
Oh yeah, man, phone was blowing up and everything. People I ain't heard of from a long time, like, yo, what's up, man? I was like, dang, who's this?
Right. Shit.
No disrespect, but it's like, dang.
Nah, and trust me,
It's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Because I'm on there and I'm like, yo, I'm just doing my thing, and I don't think nobody's really listening because, being on radio in the inside, looking out, you can't really tell.
Right.
You don't know who's listening or what.
Right.
You just feel like you're in there doing your thing and so forth. Oh, okay, say you get that call or that text message like, yo, I hear you. Dang, you're on there. You're doing your thing. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you was listening. It's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, bro, like whenever, I would say, I guess our hood, our neighborhood, whenever we saw you get to 97.9, we're like, oh, shit. That was, I personally was like happy as fuck for you.
Appreciate it.
And to get one of the two prominent hip hop radio stations, to me that's a massive moment. And I'm pretty sure for you when you got there, you soaked that shit in.
I had dreams of it. I was asleep already, just like imagining being there.
Right.
Just to manifest, just to be like, yo, this is where I want to be.
Right.
And it just finally happened.
Damn. That's dope.
This is a lot of hard work, Mario. We had house parties that got shot up. I've been through it all, man.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. To go through all that shit.
Being in people's backyards, DJing on dressers. Like, I'm serious.
Yeah. No.
Still had drawers in them. I'm dead serious.
No, we saw that process. But, for them, I'm glad you say that because it's not overnight. No. You know what I'm saying? You've been DJing since 13. We can say
it's a process.
Yeah. It's a
Transitions.
Process. Exactly.
You just can't, you just couldn't, I couldn't give up. I knew where I wanted to be, and I just set my goal, and I accomplished it.
Right.
I didn't stop.
Hell yeah.
I didn't let nobody tell me, oh, you can't be there, I'm better than you, or this person. I just did what I had to do.
Hell yeah.
And put in the groundwork.
Right. Hell
and get in these people's faces.
Right. And you say that like so I always wondered like when you're DJing, and I remember like you'll start posting photos.
Yeah.
Posting photos with Kurt Angle, a lot of famous people, right? I always want to know, how does that happen? Like whenever you meet these famous people that you take photos with.
Oh man, they just, sometimes pop up at the radio station, do interviews like how we're doing right now.
Really?
And I just so happen to be mixing at the time, and I'm like, yo, what's up? They're right there down the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I could touch this person.
Right.
I could trip them if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that, but, it's just like, it's so surreal. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're like, whoa, you get starstruck that you kind of just like, you don't know what to say.
Right. This person's
real. After a while, you tend to be like, oh, it's just any ordinary person like me or you. Some are humble, some, have different ways of going about things.
and another question is like, so how do you come up with the name DJ Scrappy? I think for me, I would be able to kind of picture it, like how you came up with the name, but how did you come up with that?
I came up with that name when I was just getting my equipment. and you know, messing around with it, just so stuck into learning how to DJ and the art of it that once again, another one of my family members, which is another one of my cousins, she just brought up names. She's like, well, what's your DJ name? I said, I don't have one. I don't know. And then she just brought up, I forgot what other names, but she brought up Scrappy. She's like, what about Scrappy? And, you know, I was young at the time, and I was a fan. I mean, who didn't watch Scooby-Doo?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It automatically clicked in. I was like, man, I can use the Scrappy dog as, like, my logo.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that'll work. I like that.
Yeah.
There it went.
Yeah.
Just,
Damn.
you know, I was just in there just practicing. She just came in and just randomly asked me and just brought out 3 names. I couldn't remember the other one, but that one stuck to me.
Yeah.
Because as soon as she said the name, I pictured the cartoon.
Right.
And I said, okay, I can tie that in with
So
the logo.
You were thinking
there,
ahead, you know
that's
what I'm
2
saying?
things, knocking out 2 birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I went, and you remember when airbrush shirts were all popular?
Yeah.
I got one with the dog in the back with headphones and glasses on, my name in the front.
Yeah.
I went straight forth with it, and ever since then, I stuck with it.
Right. Now, I like the name of it. Now that, you know, you tell us a story, it's like you got to scrap for all that shit at the same time, you know? So it fits both ways. You get scrappy and
it's crazy.
you got to scrap your way up. And you
Man,
did it.
then not too long ago, that's when Little Scrappy came out. I was like, oh, man.
Shit. Hell yeah. That's
But
true.
mine was DJ, so he was the rapper. I was the DJ, so there was no conflict or nothing.
You never met Lil Scrappy?
No.
Oh, shit.
I was still, you know, young. I was playing his music.
Yeah.
But I never got a chance to meet him. But it would be dope.
Yeah. I would imagine how that conversation would be.
Oh, it'd be dope.
DJ Scrappy, Little Scrappy.
Yeah, right.
That was hilarious. Fuck. I wanted to ask you, I remember a couple years ago, you did a MLK parade, right?
Yeah.
And you know, you probably know where I'm going with this. My favorite rapper was in that parade, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And were you on the same, what do they call them?
Float.
Float. Were you on the same float with him?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about that shit, bro. Tell me all about this.
Okay, so how this happened was...
How did it happen? Did you meet him? Did you talk to him? Did he say, you know, who's my favorite fan from Dallas? Did you tell him it was me? Did you tell, you know?
So how that happened was, you know, I always, you know, tied myself into doing events for the station.
Okay.
For the radio station, for 979 The Beat. I was always there. Okay, you know, opportunities came up. Yo, we're doing this community event. I'm there. I want to do it. So I tied myself into doing the MLK parades.
Okay.
I just was like, okay, I'll do them. So I just stuck with it and just consistently did them every year. And in that year, they decided to bring an artist to draw more attention at the time.
Right.
So I didn't know anything about it until like the week of. That's when I got the phone call and stuff like that. And they were like, yo, you know, 50 Cent's going to be on the float with you.
Shit.
I said, what?
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what?
Exactly. I was like, wow.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Who?
I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then I just was like, all right, I got prepared for it, got his music, and the day happened, he showed up.
Yeah.
I forgot, I think we were like halfway through, almost ending the route, and he pulls up in one of the SUVs, and then they stop the float. He gets out, and then he hops on the float.
Damn.
And he's literally like right in front of me.
Damn.
Bumping my laptop.
Damn.
Yeah, because, you know, we go back and forth.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man. But I was like, that's all right. You know, if it falls off of brakes, it ain't like nothing to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's 50 Cent.
I'll get you 2 of them.
Yeah, right. Like a whole new one.
Right. Damn.
But yeah, it was cool, man. It was real cool. I took a picture with him. Real cool dude, man.
Damn.
Hell of an experience.
I
mean,
bet,
because you
bro.
got to understand, like, we DJing on a float.
Right.
It's different because the ground is level. But when you're on a float, it's like being in the back of a pickup truck, standing up while somebody's driving at like 10 miles per hour, hitting bumps and stuff. You're going to struggle to catch your balance and stuff. So I have to, there's a pole in the middle where I set up. I have to hold on to the pole and then hold on to the bottom of the table and my equipment and mix at the same time.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's challenging.
Yeah, it's not
so
like
I'm trying to hold my balance while I'm DJing.
Yeah.
And making sure my stuff doesn't fall off. And then they're over there hitting the brakes. And you know, so like, golly.
Oh, here's 50
Gonna
cents.
fly off. Yeah. He's like, that's how it happened. That's why, you know, he was like, you know, shoulder to shoulder, like kind of like bumping the laptops. Because, you know, like I said, we're actually moving.
Right.
Dude, yeah, it was crazy, man.
Man, that's dope.
A lot of people out there, man. It was dope.
Yeah, when I saw that shit, I mean, I was just like, oh, what the hell, 50? And then when you posted it, I was like, oh, shit, I missed out. You already know how I am.
Yeah, it was just random, dog. It was very random.
Yeah. So other than 50, what other artists would you say that's like on his level that you've come across in your DJing time?
Man, I've met Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, shit.
I have met The Weeknd.
Damn.
I met the DLC. I DJ'd in front of the DLC at the station. Bro. I met Ice Cube, DJ'd in front of him, and I DJ'd for an event for him inside of the mall in Arlington Parks. Okay. He had an event where he was signing for his Big 3 event. I was DJing there. Damn. Crazy pack.
Damn. Those are big names, bro. Those are big names right there. And shout out to DLC, man. A lot of people in Dallas.
Definitely. Real cool dude. They're all cool people.
Yeah. Man, that's dope. Like, so whenever like you meet these amazing artists, right? You meet them in person. How do you go about like processing how you're gonna DJ there? Are you like focusing on their music, or do you kind of do it a mix of their music and others, or are you even also in tune? Like if say they have beef, like do you avoid?
I don't want to play a song he don't like, and he's gonna get out the seat like, hey.
Like if it's me, you don't want to play no Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you don't want to do that.
Right.
Be like, oh my bad. It was
right. So you have to kind of like look that shit up and study your artist.
Most definitely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
Be a bad look then.
I mean, yeah, terrible look.
Yeah. Like who the?
They will address you.
Yeah.
These artists will address you.
Damn. So I'm pretty sure you got some stories of that.
Oh yeah, man, it's crazy.
Where artists will just.
But they're all like, you know, down to earth and stuff like that. Like MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, I DJ'd for an event for him. Mm-hmm. It was a meet and greet. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he was a real cool dude. But I mean, at the time, I didn't have that many songs from him, so I had like 3 or 4, and I kept rotating them. He came and say, "Hey man,
the third time I heard this one."
He's like, "Hey man, can you not that one no more?" Yeah. He's like, "You know, I got to perform that later." I was like, "My bad, dude. All right, I'll play the other 2 then." Right. I mean, you know,
they're gonna recite the lyrics for you, bro. I'm looking out for you.
Yeah, you know, things like that happen. You know.
Yeah, damn,
it's cool. Dope. It's an experience.
Shit. So. Now we're like into today's music scene, and music's everywhere. Like there's artist has a new song every single week. So how do you? Because you know you've been in this game for such a long time. How do you process like all the new music that's coming out? And how do you? How would I put it? How do you navigate playing all the new stuff that's coming out? And how do you say like, all right, this is a hot one. Let me keep this one in rotation, whatever the case may be.
Well, what I do with that is I just basically go by ear. You know, I do a lot of conversations with record reps, people from Atlantic, Warner Brothers, you know, so forth, Capitol, Empire, you know, all have conversations with them. And, you know, they send me records too. And, you know, we have conversations and stuff like that. They'll send me new artists that they're working with and, you know, so forth, feedback, what I feel about the record. And, you know, I'll test them out at the spots that I'm at, see what they do, you know, give them response and stuff like that. And, or they'll tell me, hey, you know, this artist right here, you know, it doesn't have, like, he's not really very known, but he has potential. And I feel like this one may do something. So I listen to them and they're right. That's their job. Right. And then the other stuff, you know, I just go through and check out, see who's got views, you know, YouTube, TikTok, who's buzzing out there, because that's the main thing. That's what's popping right now. Right. That's what everybody listens to. They're like, hey, you play this song on YouTube? I'm like, serious?
I heard your mix last night, and when I tuned in, it's this one song. I heard it through TikTok, and it was like how old is it? Talking
about Chosen?
I don't know. It was what's his artist name? He's a singer. Oh my God.
Is it reggae?
Something like that. But like the way you mixed up a different beat, dude singing his ass off, is like the way you flowed through that entire sequence. Like you kept his vocals the whole time, but the beats was changing every time. I was like, oh, this is fucking fire.
Different.
But I remember hearing that artist off of TikTok. So have you integrated TikTok? Like when did you start integrating TikTok into your music? I guess decision making.
Man, I would just say once I just start getting approached by it, saying that they had the dance moves for it, so people dance to.
Right.
People are just dancing to it, so they want stuff they can dance to. They got the little moves, their little routines, and all right.
Damn.
It's on TikTok.
Would you say like TikTok's made a massive like impact on the music scene, or is that still like?
I mean, it's catching attention.
Yeah.
It's catching. It's just like YouTube. When YouTube came out, a lot of people were like, "Yo, this is on YouTube,"
Right.
Like, dang, so YouTube's making decisions now? You know what I'm saying?
Not the DJs in the club.
Yeah,
like,
but I guess people, bring in TikTok because they can do their little routines and they have their friends and, they're getting familiar with this, so they want to take it and do it in the club.
Right.
And I catch people doing that sometimes.
Right, because hit records used to come from the club.
Yeah.
Like you'd play them in the club.
Yeah.
You look at the crowd.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, this the one.
Yeah.
Right?
And then social media happens, and now the followings, and this person, that person, and then all on. I mean, it's just changed.
Yeah.
It's changed, dude. I started when I used to buy records, albums.
Yeah.
12-inch singles. They used to cost probably about like $12 for one single record.
Right.
That was just one song, front and back.
Damn.
Yeah, it's expensive.
The
Very
CDs
expensive.
And the single tapes.
Yeah, just for one record.
Yeah.
And then, it just advanced and everything went digital and the CDs. And then now it's just laptop.
Yeah. Which one?
Yeah, now it's YouTube. Hey.
Right. Yeah. So, you ain't got no ads on YouTube, right?
Yeah, right. Ain't no talking on there, right?
Shit.
It's the whole song. Ain't no breaks with a little intermission. So, I'm playing the song, and then all of a sudden, you start talking. And looks at me like, yo.
Cialis.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. Bro, like,
buy this property now.
Use the side effects of Sudafed.
You don't want to do that.
Bro, like I remember I wanted to touch on this because I remember running into you a couple of times and I didn't even know you were DJing at this spot. I don't know if you remember. Fort Worth, Red Goose.
Oh, yeah.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
So I go over there, my cousin, just hang out, knew a few people out there. And I think they had an upstairs to it.
That's where I was at.
So we're coming downstairs. Kid you not, we're coming downstairs. I think I'm ahead of you, and we get outside. I'm walking. They're like, yo, Mario. I'm like, what if I know me out here in Fort Worth? I turn around, DJ Scrappy right there. Like, you got these two bodyguards. There's some big dudes. I was like, oh shit, like, what's up? Yeah. and like at that point, like I don't know how long ago this was, but I've even gone to other venues that you had. I think there was one in downtown that you invited me to. Went out there. Mm-hmm. So when you're in the clubs, right? I'm gonna get to the question. When you're into the clubs, right? What is one song that you've played that every time you played it, you're like, God damn, like that got us all back into the moment, right? Like, or that moved the crowd. What is one of the main songs that you would say moved the crowd the most?
Still to this day?
Or back then, or even one of the new ones now?
I don't say anything. It'd be anything new. I say it'd be like Cry Mob, Knuck If You Butt. That always works.
Bring those up. Like in your experience.
Waka Flocka, oh, let's do it. I mean,
shit.
Right. It always works.
Yeah.
Wipe Me Down. Come on.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of the older songs outlast some of these newer songs.
Yeah.
Hit or miss sometimes.
Hey, you can play Waka Flocka, oh, let's do it right now.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
And crime mob. Some crime's gonna happen shortly after. I remember. I know when this was. It was I think early 2012. Early 2011. This is when Down on Me came out with Jeremiah 50.
Okay.
And I've been in clubs several times. One of the times that I've heard a song where it moved the entire club was Meek Mill's or Nightmares.
Dreams in there. That works too.
Bro. God. And so you rock that one too?
Oh yeah, man. All the anthems. Club anthems.
Right. That's crazy. So I know you're into wrestling, bro. Have you been watching wrestling lately at all?
Here and there.
Here and there.
I got, got little ones that watch.
Okay.
So,
How old are your little ones?
my son's 6.
6. Okay, this is perfect time for them to get in
Yeah.
there. In the wrestling.
Running around, air fighting,
Roman
fighting nobody.
Right.
I'm like, dude, who you beating up?
Yeah. I saw the picture with Kurt Angle. Which other wrestlers have you ran into?
Man, that'd probably be the only one.
Only one.
But you know what? I was a fan. That was back when we were in school, man.
Yeah, it's damn true.
Yeah. Somebody got pedigreed one time. And
Yeah, don't. We don't say that. We'll leave that one alone. Yeah, I was looking back at that shit. I was so mad at myself. That was bad, bro. I never got suspended from elementary until that day. That's funny you remember that shit.
How could I forget?
Bro, like as soon as I did it, I ran straight home. I knew I fucked him up. I felt bad.
It was crazy, man. It was rough.
Yeah.
Elementary was rough. People would get beat up for Pokemon cards.
Pokemon, stupid shit, man. God damn.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
the old hood of Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant, yep, all of it, bro. Cuellar, and the backside of Cuellar, they took down the court, man.
That's crazy.
They changed the whole court around. Pissed me off.
That's crazy.
Now I can't even go there and enjoy my old court.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like DJing, bro. Like I'm pretty sure these things have been fluid. They change a lot. What is some advice that you would give an up and coming DJ that wants to like get into the DJing aspect? I want to say business aspect because that's probably too complex to get into, right? But like, what is some advice for like a young DJ that wants to just DJ? What would you tell them? Just to straight up some advice for them.
I just tell them, yo, you gotta have passion for it. It's gotta be something you like. I mean, you can become anything. You just have to just like it. Right. You gotta have passion for it. If you don't have passion for it, it's not for you. I can't be this. I can't be a DJ because somebody else is a DJ. Right. And I want to be like that person. Mm-hmm. I have to have passion for that. If there's no passion, then it's just, you're wasting your time. That's how I feel about it. Because the passion is what's going to keep you going, keep you striving for it. No matter the ups and downs and what people say, it's going to push you forward and get you through there. And, I mean, after that, you just can't give up and keep going with it.
Yeah. Damn.
Straight down the road.
Yeah, and shit, that's the beauty about your story, because from someone that saw it, like I saw it, you know what I'm saying? We all saw it, like everyone. I say everyone, our little crew that grew up together. We all saw that shit, and so yeah, you ain't lying. Like you got to stick with it, and you stuck with it.
I mean, I could have gave up with it at any given time. Right after high school, I could have said, I don't want to do it no more. But it was with me. I looked at it like this. I did it for so many years of my life that why would I stop? That's all I know. Right. Doing it for so long. Yeah. It's like, why did I put this much time into something that I'm not going to accomplish or make something good out of it? Yeah. Why am I just going to start and then stop? Right. It's a waste of my time.
Hell yeah.
It's like, why did I do that?
Right. Hell yeah. Nah, I 1,000% agree with that shit. And for anybody out there that wants to be a DJ, I mean, shit, literally.
Gotta have
prime
passion.
Example right here.
Gotta have passion.
Hell yeah.
Anything, rapper. I mean, look at you. Look at what you're doing. If you didn't have passion, you wouldn't be sitting right here with me.
I wouldn't have asked you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe you'd be like at home watching a football game or something.
Yeah, we were getting our ass whooped. I don't know if we're still getting our ass whooped, but
I didn't even pay attention, man.
We was down by a lot.
Yo, you hit me up on this, and I said, hey, I'm there. Yeah. Man of my word, I'm there.
Yeah, no, dead ass.
This is the first and only one-to-one, man-to-man interview that I have.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
I have no other out there.
Right. No, I know it's a massive moment for me.
Don't mess it up, Mario.
No, I'm not gonna mess it up. I won't. Trust me.
My life is in your hands. No pressure.
No, this shit means a lot to me, bro. I really do appreciate that. I did want to ask you. So with all this DJ stuff aside, right? Do you pull yourself back and kind of try to look at the music scene here locally and try to find like local artists?
Yeah, most definitely I do. Matter of fact, they have venues, open mics, and stuff like that. And I conversate with a lot of local talent, and I give them advice. I tell them, yo, you can reach out to me. I'm a normal human being. I'll give you any advice you need.
Right.
I could tell you, what you can and can't do. I mean, I can't sit here and say I can offer you this.
Right.
I can just help guide you into a better direction, or at least give you some advice.
Right.
That could be helpful. And if they listen, they listen. If they don't, I offered it to them.
Right. Hell no. I mean,
I got a lot of respect for them, man, because that's where it starts.
Yeah.
It's people that have dreams, that have passions just like I did. So why turn somebody down like that?
Yeah. And as a DJ here locally, like that, I'm assuming that does pull at you. Like it matters to you to, I guess, reach out to that side of the community to help that angle of the music side of it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Up and coming artists, because like I had recently done a gig at Uncle Uber's, and it was like artists from Houston, artists here locally, and they all just kind of like collided and did a show, and I didn't know of them before, the underground scene, right? I didn't know of them before, but I left like, I'm a fan of like half of these individuals because I got to interview them, one. Two, I got to see them live, and then after they got off, I got to interact with them. It's like there's so many artists out here that have all the potential. It's just they just need that guidance,
outlet.
Bro. Yeah, that guidance and that outlet. So yeah, it's dope to hear that you're in tune with that and you check that out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because there's that stigma like, oh, these DJs they don't care about us and this and that.
Nah, it's not that. It's just you have to like take in the advice that's given to you. And you have to be serious about it, and it can't be just something that, I want to rap, but don't have any product, you don't have your music situation settled, you rapping on somebody's beat that isn't even paid for, that has copyrights. You know what I'm saying? Something you found off YouTube, instrumental, okay, let me freestyle on this.
Right.
Can you play it?
Yeah.
You gotta be structured and, take it serious. And I mean, it's a lot, but if you got the passion for it, you can do it. And much respect to all the artists that's out there doing the thing.
Hell yeah.
Especially the ones come in and out of town, the ones that's traveling. That's where it all starts, man.
Hell yeah.
You got to go out there because you never know who's in the building, who's watching, who's listening.
Right. Hell yeah.
I mean, it can't be just your homeboys and your cousins and your aunts and them like, oh man, you cold, you got something.
Oh, this is fire, bro. This is classic.
Man. You got to go in there
Top
in front
five,
of a group of people that don't know you,
right,
to get a real response.
Hell yeah.
And you just got to take it in, man.
Yeah, it's like back in the day, people used to hustle their CDs, like, yo, check out my CD.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta give that product for them to recognize you and remember you.
Now it's all email.
Yeah. Boy, links.
Yeah,
everything's links, man.
Number,
I do everything
social
through
media.
Links. And now today's market, like it should be a lot easier to get your music out there versus how it was back then.
Yeah, sometimes you show up, I ain't got CDs, man. Now it's like, all right, forward me the song.
Yeah, my Spotify.
What's the email? Here you go. You don't know it here. Here you go. Put it in
there. Right. It's a different world, bro.
It's crazy.
So besides doing all the DJ and stuff, like, because I know you have to be in tune with what's hot, and then you personally, like, you have to pick your own music that you do enjoy. Besides DJing, like, who are the artists that you just listen on your personal time? Or is it all like DJ records? Like, I gotta listen to this guy. I'm gotta see how I'm gonna mix it.
I keep my mind like just open to variety of everything.
Okay.
Because I not only do radio, I also do outside events, other events, quinceañeras, time to time, weddings, other events, corporate events. So I just keep in tune with everything that's out. I don't stick to one genre. Because I feel like if I stick to one genre, I eventually get burnt out. That's just me.
I'm glad
when I have everything open, it's like, okay, everything is different. Everything's new.
Right.
It's not like, oh, okay, damn, that's enough of so-and-so already.
Like, damn, there's 10 singles of this guy.
Yeah. It's like, all right, man.
Like, I love the baby, but man, you got 30 singles. Like, the baby's fire. I'm just saying that with his music. But so you keep everything open. So like, what is something that you do listen to in your spare time? Or what's one artist that you just like you fucking with a lot right now?
Man, it's gotta be like man, Dolph.
But now you said it, and R.I.P. All of our condolences to Young Dolph's family.
Rest in power.
Rest in power. And that Memphis community, they took a massive hit, bro. Massive hit. So condolences and rest in peace to Young Dolph, man. But you're saying Young Dolph was one of the records that you mess with a lot from him.
Preach.
Preach. I love Hold Up. Hold
Up too. But I like the older one, the older records too.
Yeah. Yeah. And he gave a whole, what was it, a Lambo out here in Dallas?
Yeah,
Someone in
seen
Pleasant
that.
Grove. Look at that. Now, the Dolph was a real one, bro.
Solid.
Yeah. You ever get to meet him?
I didn't, man.
No?
I didn't. He so happened to be there when I wasn't there.
Fuck.
Yeah, he was there on the night that I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or else I would have.
Damn.
But it's all great.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you ever get to meet, so it's like the how would I put it? Like, there's a few artists, like XXXTentacion, Juice WRLD, even, these are artists that passed away. Did you ever get to meet them? Like even Mo3?
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah?
I DJ'd for him.
For which one? Mo?
I DJ'd for Mo3.
Damn.
I got reached out from one of my fellow DJ homies.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yo, I'm putting this thing together, for Mo3. It's one of his mixtape release parties.
Mm-hmm.
It was in downtown. I forgot the name of the club at the time. They just reached out to me, yo, pull up and DJ. I said, yeah, most definitely.
Right.
This is at the time when he was still coming up, on the come up and stuff like that. So I had the opportunity to, DJ for the event that they had for him inside the club.
And he was talented, bro.
Yeah.
Like, talented. He could sing, rap, do all that. I remember I saw him at Townie Small one time. He was walking through there, and out the corner of my eye, I was going up the escalators, right? I'm hungry. I got to go to the food court. And so I see him. I was like, yo, that's Mo3. Like, yo, what up? He looks up, like, what up? But he had his chain on and everything, no security, just walking through, like, he was part of the community, bro. Like, it was, another tragic loss there, too. So
It's crazy.
But he was hella talented, man. And so normally with this podcast, it's called All Empathy Aside, right? Like, we just kind of shoot the shit. We could be empatheticless if we wanted to, but at the end, we're going to bring it back to some empathy. So what I like to ask the guests, like, before we head out is, what is one thing that you feel that you probably kind of not aware of, that you lack empathy to, that you feel that you can improve on from an empathetic perspective? I know it's one of those questions you got to think, like, what if, like for me, it's like, what are the things that I don't be considering? Like, what am I inconsiderate
More
about?
sleep. Let's put it to you like that.
No.
Let's get more rest, more mind off of, what I'm saying, just, I guess, man, as we say, it's
more empathetic
rest.
to yourself.
Yeah, we could put it like that.
Easier on your body, get yourself some rest.
Yeah, because, it's 24 hours with this.
Damn.
It's consistent. Got to stay on top of it.
Yeah. Again, it's getting some goddamn rest. Shit. Yeah, that sounds good right now.
I mean, that's what I can say.
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, if you want to go ahead and let the camera know, like, where they can find your Instagram and where else they can find you, what you would like to put out there to the world.
You can find my Instagram at DEEJAY Scrappy.
How do they reach out for gigs?
You can hit me up on Instagram or find me in the streets. right, Mario? Find me in the streets.
Yeah, find him in the streets. Yeah, find him on the streets.
I ain't got no tickets. I don't have no tickets. I don't have no free giveaways. I can give you advice. I get that all the time.
I can't get you in the J. Cole show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't get you backstage.
Yeah, no House of Blues. Just Blues Clues.
You know, as soon as they see the sweater with the station on it,
right.
Hey, you got some tickets? I'm like, nah.
You can check. I ain't got nothing, though.
If I did, I wouldn't be right here. Should I be at the show too?
Yeah, I'll be out there. What the fuck am I doing here? All right, guys, man. I hope y'all enjoyed episode 3 of the All Empathy Aside podcast. Special guest, DJ Scrappy. I'm personally saying a Dallas or even a Pleasant Grove legend to me in my mind, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of others that look up to you, bro. And don't sleep on that. Trust me, I ain't the only one. So appreciate you jumping on the podcast, man. It meant a lot. It's been your boy TGK. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.